and you can get half MP cost by you can get half MP cost for each character, which isn't that useful because it only works for that class.
Yeah.
They also each of the three pets has some healing abilities, both HP restore and status clear.
Oh, that's good.
There's one line that I don't think I used the trainer Dressphere with Riku in this session, but there's one line that she says sometimes when you're using one of the monkey's abilities. She says, "Go, Klepto Monkey, go." And for some reason, the first time I heard it, I thought she was saying, "Go, fuck the monkey, go." Which I knew had to be wrong. Because number one, they never put it in a T-rated game, and number two, it doesn't make any sense. But it sounded that way to me. Yeah, somehow I didn't have a Null Blaze ring before, even though I think they're pretty common.
I always like the eater stuff better.
Oh yeah, well,
was nice.
Yeah, I mean, interesting comment. She was saying basically that the calm hasn't come for the Ronso yet.
Oh, it's almost depressing.
Almost?
Sort of is.
Okay, I should have activated that teleport thing, but it's not like something that you have to do for story completion. It's just a convenience thing.
Oh.
So, I often, despite the fact that there are literally only two ways to go from any point in this area, I often get lost. Usually what happens is, because the path widens and twists around itself so many times, I'll get into a battle, and then at the end of the battle, I'll forget which way I was going. But it doesn't happen in this case because the Ronso are all walking in the direction that you want to go.
And that's the area I'm stuck in right now. Well, in 10.
Yeah.
Please see more. Kick his ass next time.
Yeah, so I always find this area strange because it just didn't exist in 10, or it was, maybe it existed, but it was like a linear thing without any.
Yeah, you didn't really actually go like here.
Exactly.
Because this is around, you would just like walk past here to where the Faith were, that were like holding together Zonovan and whatnot, so.
Yeah. Which is where you learn, wait a minute, Titus doesn't actually exist.
I don't think anybody else actually pieced that together for a while. Like any of the other characters.
Yeah.
So when Titus is like, I have to go, everybody else is like, wait, what?
I mean, he hints at, I think he says it like just as they're about to fight you, Yevon.
Yeah. Yeah, he says that this will be like their last fight together or something.
But Yuna knows that something's up before then, because I remember she says to him, "You're a poor liar." So she may not know exactly what's up, but she knows that something's up. Alright, so there isn't actually anything you need to do up there. I guess I didn't know. And I was glad that that area ended, because I was like, how am I going to cross that gap? I'm not.
Down you go.
Well, no, because I went into the cave.
Oh yeah, cave. I remember there being some sort of, in Final Fantasy X, there's some sort of crazy shenanigans you could do in this cave. I forgot for what purpose.
There were some puzzle thingies that you had to solve. And something.
Oh no, in the in the version that has the Dark Aeons, if you do like the puzzles in a particular way on your like next time through, upon leaving you'll run into Dark Enigma.
That battle is probably really hard.
Every Dark Aeon battle is really hard. Like, the only problem is, like, I want to do something back on Besaid in Final Fantasy X, but in this version, upon going back to Besaid, you were attacked by Dark Dresspheres. So you literally cannot go back to do anything there until you beat it.
Annoying.
And it is the weakest of them, but it is still really hard.
Yeah, so Garrick, for some reason, has deactivated all of the teleport paths, but you can reactivate them by stepping on them.
That's good.
I mean, some of the Dark Aeons aren't too bad to deal with if you have like the various element eater abilities.
But Valfor is non-elemental.
Ronso, you
Yeah, no,
fearless.
Valfor
Go
is
to
just
battle
average.
with Guado.
And
Just
if I
that.
ask you not to go,
Okay, after the cutscene.
Garrick not listen. Garrick cover ears.
then I must stop you.
Gun.
Why? Someone to defend Guado. Why? Who punish Guado if Ronso not go?
I don't care about your defending or your punishing.
We're trying to stop a war
I just
here.
don't want to see Kamari looking sad. The same goes for all the Ronso. And the Guado,
Boom
too.
shot.
Summoner not stop Garrick with empty words.
If I can stop you, will you forget this talk of vengeance?
Very well, Garrick swear to Mountain.
I figured it'd come to this.
Go talk to a mountain.
At least he let us cut
Kind of
to
like
the
go talk
chase.
to a wall.
I summoner you not see true Ronso strength.
That guy looks kind of like a hippie, but we know he's not because he's fighting.
I'm 90% certain this isn't going to go well for them. Is this the same two you fought in X?
No.
Oh, okay, they're just another battle of two monsters.
There are 3 if you don't, if you say the wrong things to the Ronso earlier, or if you don't talk to them at all, then he will have 2 minions. But because we said the right things to them, then they don't have as much support, so they have only 1 minion.
So what's the unhinged ability do?
I think that's the one that lowers accuracy and evasion.
Okay.
Let me. Yeah, it does damage and lowers accuracy and evasion.
Okay. You've given him lower accuracy and now has darkness on him, so...
You shouldn't be hitting me anymore.
Yeah. I love it. My favorite was always just hazing the party and slowing and then showing they never got a turn.
A very, very good strategy for the final battle of Xenosaga 1. Because that boss is already so slow.
Oh god. Yeah, I still hated that one.
It was like the thing is that it's generally manageable, but then it has one attack that does like that's almost an instant KO, and is if you're not prepared for it. Plus, there's the fact that that battle comes right after the battle against Albedo, and you know that part comes right after a bunch of battles like. Basically, the last save point in the game is nowhere near the end.
Ronso
Yeah.
keep.
There are many, many
Yeah, I
battles.
remember that long walk between there.
Yuna defeat Garrick in battle.
That sounds really annoying.
Garrick
It's basically
honor
like an
Yuna's
elevator
wish
ride,
not
and
go.
Gnosis just appear at various points, and then you fight Albedo, and then you fight Sophie Pathos.
Garrick not need thanks. Mountain was right.
Which is
Garrick spoke to
oh, what's the name of the trope?
Yeah.
Giant space flea from nowhere.
Gaga said no. Garrick wrong. Garrick go
Yeah.
against will of mountain.
The
Not stop him.
most cited example of giant space flea from nowhere is in a Final Fantasy game. Can you guys guess what it is?
No.
It is Necron from Final Fantasy IX.
No, not one of the ones I really played, so I was not able to pick that up.
Yeah, I'm getting several new garment grids this session. So yeah, we beat Garrick, and he's like, okay, well, the mountain wasn't telling me I should go to war anyway, so I'll go home.
Okay.
Roxy, what were you gonna say?
Oh, no.
Yeah, the you guys know what I mean by giant space flea from nowhere, right?
More or less.
The trope describes a situation where it's usually used in video games. A situation where the final boss is something that you have not seen before. Like, you did not know that this thing would be the final boss. Because it's not, it's not part of the plot.
Okay. You're just like, oh, okay then.
Yeah, like in Final Fantasy IX, Kuja was the villain. So you expect entirely that you're going to fight him. And you do fight him. But then after you beat him, there's this, what the hell is this thing?
Oh, is that like also like a Gygus from Earthbound?
No, because you know from the very beginning that Gygus is the enemy. It's not a matter of what exactly the enemy is so much as it is the fact that you didn't know about it before.
Yeah. That and the Gygus fight was just like so weird.
It's a puzzle boss, and the solution is something that you would probably not guess.
Well, yeah, but the fight itself, like Gygus, is weird.
Oh, you mean like what it says?
Like what it says, what it looks like.
Actually, hold on. No, Pokey does give you a hint. So I take back the never guess thing. Pokey gives you a big hint. The more I think about that game, the more I think that Pokey is actually the real villain, not Gygus. Because Pokey basically is, by the end, Pokey is basically controlling Gygus.
God. This is like the worst place they could turn into a tourist spot.
Yes, well, in Chapter 2, we did some things to make sure that it did not stay a tourist spot.
No, Yuna was actually mad about that one.
Yes, hence the so sad bad dad.
Xanarkand is though probably the place of the game.
My favorite place was probably Xanarkand in the past, like as Tidus saw it. I thought that place was so cool, and I was really disappointed when I realized that, you would
never going back.
Exactly. I'm showing this fight because this thing was a lot tougher than I expected.
What?
This enemy was a lot tougher than I expected it to be, and there was another one in this area that was also a lot tougher than I expected it to be.
Basilisks.
Yeah, I was going to say something and I forgot what it was. What were we talking about? Oh, Earthbound. I still don't remember.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Something about like Pokey being the real villain.
Yeah, I still don't remember what it was.
We're gonna finish getting recorded and you're gonna remember.
Of course. I don't think it was important. I mean, I'm
What Dresspheres are you using?
Gun Mage.
Okay. Yeah, she just has a really
My gun
great...
cries out for you!
Yes, it looks kind of like a cross between a gun and a megaphone.
Yes. I was gonna compare it to I don't know what, but something else.
Oh, when you said something else, I was thinking, body parts.
No. Just something else.
This is a nice rock, but don't take it for granted.
God damn it.
Nice, of course, spelled Gneiss.